Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, whenever you are consuming this. If you do, future Jeremy, this is you 10 years ago. Hope everything is good in the future. Let's focus on the now. Here we are, January 23rd, 2022. Beautiful Sunday morning. Wherever you are in the world, hopefully you're enjoying your day. So I decided to go ahead and make some things happen this morning. Got some data, been working through it. So let's go ahead and make some calls. For those of you that don't know who I am, Jeremy Marquez with J Marqeting. My company, J Marqeting, focuses on real estate lead conversion, generation and conversion, but more conversion because the data is provided. Thanks for the thumbs up, whoever's tuning in. Please say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from, and if you have any questions. So my focus is working with real estate professionals nationwide and helping them grow their business. That's been my focus since 2011. Since 2016, I've been doing it for myself within J Marqeting. There's We Call You Close, which is a virtual ISA or cold calling or VA or service. You hire us to make calls and convert data to leads into an appointment. A couple years ago, I decided to roll out what is now Power Prospecting. Power Prospecting is my one-on-one training program where I'll work with you guys and just help you get better with your prospecting. More of an accountability training consultant. I'm here to help you guys get better, okay? I have a couple of agents I'm working with now. Shout out to Lewis. Shout out to TQ as always. Shout out to David Evans. Shout out to everybody and anybody that checks out my stuff. When I'm doing these lives, guys, I'm not a professional video guy. I'm not a guru or an expert or anything. I'm just Jeremy Marquez doing what I do and showing you guys how I do it. And if I help, great. If I'm able to help you get better, great. I know that my process, my system that I use, that I've been using, works. I know that it works in every market because my business has been built around just that, okay? I've proven over the last couple of years that the way I do things works. Now, what does that mean? Nothing. Besides, I will continue to do it to generate leads and hopefully help you guys get better by showing you how I do what I do. So Sunday morning, you guys are like, man, this guy's crazy. What's he do? No, any day that ends with Y is a day for us to be able to reach out to people and see if we can help. So if you read in the summary, this call session I'm about to get into, I really don't care what happens. I don't care if I have I want to have some conversations, but I don't care if we have positive conversations. I don't care if we have negative conversations. I don't care if I end up setting up a meeting. I don't care if I get hung up on. I truly just want to go through the motions, have some conversations, and see what happens. So the list I'm going to be working off of is a buyer list. What does that mean? So it was scrubbed and it was provided as a list of investors who have previously bought in the marketplace, okay? What does that mean? Just nothing at all besides just that at some point they were buying property as investment. So my role, my intent here, knowing that they're potentially investors, is to create a relationship, okay? My goal is to create a relationship in hopes that they will buy when I do have properties under contract. So this is mostly SoCal. So when I get a property under contract and I need to dispose of it, what does that mean? Dispose of it. That means I have it under contract. However, I'm not buying it. So I need to get the end buyer to dispose of it to that end buyer so I can get the assignment fee. See? And we'll go into stuff, guys. I know this is a little bit new for you if you've been following me. Most of the stuff that I've been doing for 5 years now has been related to taking the property onto the market as a listing and then listing it on the open market and then getting a buyer that route. However, within my new thing that I'm doing now, on to the next doors, what I'm doing is creating deals for us, okay? Rather than converting it onto a retail listing agent or broker to take it to the market, we're gonna buy the property, we're gonna put the deal together, and then we're gonna package the deal up for an investor. The investor is gonna come, they're gonna look at the opportunity, analyze the property, confirm that it in fact is an opportunity and a deal, right? Then they buy the property and we make an assignment fee. So we'll go into that as we go through it, but that's real estate wholesaling, okay? Now, I have a different angle and a different approach and a little bit of a creative edge, because the way I've been doing things for the last few years, it gets me right there. It gets me to the point where rather than sending it to the agent like I've been doing, I'm going to go ahead and continue the conversation myself and work with the seller directly and put the property into a purchase agreement. That's going to be based off of a few factors. And I'm not going to go into it now because I want to wait until we have a property, and then we'll work through that property address together. And I'll give you guys step-by-step stuff as I understand it. Now, remember, wholesaling real estate transactions is a new department for J Marqeting. It's a new department. It's actually a whole different company. So what I mean is, I'm the new guy again. So you get to see a guy that just started January, whatever, 2022, dibbling, dabbling, and wholesaling real estate investment. And this is the way to do it, guys. You know, last year in 2021, I had, we did over 60 transactions, okay? So what does that mean? That means J Marqeting was part of 65 transactions. Calls that I made equated into a lead, then to a prospect, then to a client that my clients did business with. So this year, I want to just make that, rather than being it for my clients, we're going to just keep it in-house and do deals ourselves. And then I'll report back to you in 2023, and we'll look at tax reports and we'll look at things like that and just see how it went. Now, I'm not going to not go live over the next few months. Just saying, that's where we're going with things, guys. And I'm excited. You know, I'm spending a lot of time with education, more time than I have in a long time, just digging in and learning. I'll find myself excited about it, and you know, which is a sign that it's the right thing I should be doing. For me, at least, that's just how I roll. If you've been following me for a while, you know that. All right. So we're working off of old school, an Excel sheet. I'm going to be getting, hopefully we'll be getting access to batch leads and batch dialer, the whole platform, soon enough. So yes, I'm opening the conversation to see if they're still buying, right? To see if what their criteria is as an investor, what kind of properties they would like to buy. But that's just opening the conversation. They may end up having property they need to sell. So we'll just kind of play it out. That was a quick hang up. Must be a bad number. So what I'm doing is using Google Voice, but it calls out of my mobile. So I just put it in, and then it will call my mobile. So we can use the mobile connection, which is going to be better data. So this would be a fund. Redondo. Food. Girani. Okay, I got some notes here. Jan, food. Jan, 561. Last. So they did a deal for 500,000. Average deal, 290. The biggest deal they did was 1.5.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 31046.
Okay, so this data gives me pretty good information. It tells me total deals they've done. So I know a lot. So let's get a hold of these people. But here's the thing with data, you don't want to try not to analyze, in fact, work on it this week if you can, minimizing your analyzation. You really only need to get the phone number and the name, guys. You really don't need to I don't need to be spending much time doing anything else until I talk to them. Otherwise, I'm going to get stuck looking at the property, reading about the history. Next thing you know, I'm 15 minutes into looking at a lead and I haven't even made a call yet. So we don't want to do that. It's easy to do, so don't do it. And this list is a fire list if it's real.
Please leave your message for 305-785-1123.
So I am calling as an investor. I'm an investor. I'm a wholesale investor. We do fix and flips. We do buy and holds. But my focus is wholesale. So I'm calling these folks knowing that they're real estate investors. Okay. And knowing that they will buy properties if there's a deal. Right. So I'm creating relationships, establishing relationships with buyers. So then when I have a property that I've worked with a seller and got into contract, I simply send an email to these folks. And then very, very quickly, the property will be sold. For real, these guys don't play games. If the numbers make sense, they're going to buy. Right? Why not? They're at least going to be in conversation, right? So these are the type of calls where it's not really an emotional play to where they're tied to the house that they lived in for 15 years. No, we're talking numbers. This is a numbers game now. So I got to get thicker skin. Got to wear that hat. Straight up. Hardball time. Hi, I was calling for, I'm sorry, is this Michael Ortiz?
No, it's not.
Okay. I'm Jeremy. I'm a local investor here, and I was reaching out. Are you guys still buying?
We're buying. We're not. Yeah, we're purchasing. Yeah.
You are? Gotcha. Say again.
You have an area that you focus on?
Yeah, I'm out of Sacramento, but so this area and also out of Glendale, so that area and surrounding.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, we're. I mean, if you have any like pocket deals, you can email it. We'll take a look. If it sounds interesting,
Yep.
follow up.
Yeah,
Any good deals right now?
Yeah, let me put you on. Let me send you a list. I'm sorry. Let me send you that email, and then when new things pop up, you'll know.
Sounds good. I'm his son, so I'll relay the message. Man.
Yeah, and are you either way? It didn't. Are you with the group? Yasny, is it?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And what was your name?
Diego.
Diego, man. I'm Jeremy Marquez.
Sweet.
Go ahead with the email.
Yeah, so D Ortiz 323@gmail.com.
Got it. I'll shoot you one now so you have it. And then when new stuff pops up, I'll let you know. But ideally, like, what are you usually buying? Like, and are you doing flips or buy and holds?
Buy and hold.
Okay. So this would be through the group or for yourself, do you think?
It could be for both. Yeah. So if it doesn't work for us individually, then it'll work for the group.
Okay, so here's where I am. So I'm doing wholesale myself. I do flips as well. If it doesn't make sense, I will try to place it with an end buyer like you. And then, but I also work with agents and brokers on the retail side if it makes more sense to take it to the market or after after it's that type of thing. So that's where I am with things. I'm just kind of dabbling now this year into doing deals on the wholesale side.
Okay. That's and then how long has it been in the game?
Well, I've been using the phone to create business since I was 16, so that was 98. But I stepped into real estate when I in 2011.
Okay, it's pretty strong, right? Right now.
I feel like everything that I've been doing has been leading up to what we got going now, man. And there's going to be a lot of good stuff happening, more so on the off market side, and these retail agents and brokers are stressed because there's really no inventory, but they're not looking for what we're looking for. Would you be buying up here as well, or just down there? Cool. That's perfect. I'll let you know, man. Have a good Sunday. Bye. All right. That's what we want. So Diego is a buyer. He works with a real estate company, a real estate investment company. However, he's a buyer himself. So that's good. And he's buying for rentals. So that's a separate list. I have a buyer's list for SoCal, buying for fix and flips, and buying for rentals. With him, when I'm talking to a seller that has tenants in it, he'll grab the property with tenants in it. See? So one thing I could have done to engage in conversation to start playing on his field is I could have asked him with his current rentals, what's he seeing? Has he been able to increasingly raise rents? Has he been able to collect rents? How's he doing with the eviction or moratoriums? And then see that type of stuff. We'll just engage in conversation. And look, guys, it's 10:50 on a Sunday. See, guys like this, they're doing business. Okay. And if the numbers are numbers, like, we're going to do a deal. That's just how it works. I really should have engaged in more conversation, like how many rentals he has now, that type of thing. You guys, because you never know where the conversation is going to lead. And he was talking. So why, and it's always after the call, you think about, man, I could have done this. I could have done. But at the end of the day, the call went well. It was a communicated call. He knows my name. He's already opened my email. I can see that. He's already communicating with me in text. So it's a relationship. When I have a deal, he's going to know about it and he's going to look at it. And guess what? If he has something going on up here, then he's going to send it to me for me to look at. And so that's how this type of stuff works, guys. You got to think about big picture, not necessarily what you're looking at right in front of you, but opportunities surrounding that. Just saying. Okay, so he texted back. We're good. That's a solid contact. He's a buyer.
Hi, doctor. Leave a message.
So the list is good. So I know I have a bunch of buyers here. So I have a list now of qualified buyers. So that means I can open up that market down there. And then when I have wholesale opportunities that are not fix and flips, but rentals or both, then I can shoot it to these guys and they're going to look at it and probably buy it fairly quickly, which will give me an assignment fee. Woo! We're in there, guys. Have a good Sunday. Hopefully you picked up something here.